Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? So listen, this video we're watching, well, what we're about to react to, just the title alone has me feeling like humanity. We need to bring back shame. Like people say shame is bad to shame people, but I wholeheartedly disagree. Cause the way humanity is going right now and the shit that we see in the world, I think shame is a proper medicine for a lot of this shit. If we shame people, we'll be good. Like OnlyFans now exists because we don't shame people for being prostitutes. Okay, not many people shame people for being prostitutes no more. Like before being a prostitute, nobody wanted to do that. It was bad to be known as the school daddy, as the school hoe. Now, if you known as the school hoe, congratulations. This video, the title. Let me show you how the title. Let me show you how the title. Lily Phillips takes 50 randoms in the ass. Lily Phillips Wit and Wis and Wisconsin Tiff 50 guy backdoor challenge. Yeah. Let's get it. Wait, hold on. What was that? Bonnie Blue becomes the first person ever banned on OnlyFans. Ain't this the bitch that did 1,000 bodies in like 12 hours or some shit like that? OnlyFans is banning yo shit. Getting banned off X and OnlyFans is surprising as fuck to me. I'm curious as what she did here. We'll check it out afterwards. But let's get to this.
All these guys are going in our back door today.
Tell me I did not just see that.
Alright, so boom. I returned back to the internet after a week and a half, and I asked my lovely comment section to inform me what are some things that transpired in the 10 days of my absence. And yeah, I had the audacity to merit the unmitigated goal to inform me that this harlot Lily Phillips, who I believed I retired talking about, decided to go and take 50 random nincompoops up the poop chute with a friend, so much so to where y'all sent me this video.
These are all the guys. Come on down with us.
Shit, you gotta wear a ski mask, bro. You got to. You gotta cover and hide. And look, they're all white people. White niggas is just. I wonder if all of these niggas are like. Are all of these niggas over age? Are they checking IDs in this line? That's my question here. Is IDs being checked? This nigga came in straight sports gear. All niggas in ski mask.
A very, very long line. Following us. It doesn't stop.
That nigga don't care. This nigga don't. This nigga brave. He don't give a fuck about his identity. He don't give a. And yo, people don't understand how much digital footprint really matters, bro. Imagine your kid. Imagine somebody seeing their dad on this line, or their son, or their grandfather. Nah, that's wild.
It doesn't stop.
Look at, and he's yo. He is ecstatic about being number 50. Ecstatic about that shit.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Imagine you just walking through, right? You don't know what the fuck going on. You actually, hey, fuck this line for? What everybody line up for? Hey man, it's a free TV. Everybody getting a free, cause ain't nobody saying, yeah, this girl shit, she about to take all of us in her asshole. Yeah. I would be ashamed if I see my son or anybody I recognize in a line like this. This shit is down bad. Crazy down bad. Like imagine you just Jesus fucking Christ, this is disgusting.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Bro, no ski mask. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Look at his build. Jesus Christ.
Wow. I'm so.
Don't try to hide your face now, nigga. You already in the line, proudly holding number 44.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
I I was legit just beginning to forget about this harlot. If you was to mention her name in about 5 months, I probably would look at you incredibly bewildered, flummoxed, flabbergasted as to who it is that you're referencing. But instead, now it's fresh in my mind again. And you know what made this even worse?
Oh, this is
Not
so
just because they decided to go into the back door, which is an higher increased risk of possibly contracting an STD. It's the mere fact that you had some of the individuals in this 50 with their faces completely exposed. And to make matters worse, these motherfuckers was smiling with glee at the opportunity to be a part of this cock carousel. What's the matter with y'all motherfuckers?
Ready?
Ready? Yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah, come on in. Come on.
When I seen this shit, I wanted to beat this dude up, but I know if my fist connected, I'd mess around and contracted the disease. Man's waving the motherfucking white paper like Charlie Bucket when he got his goddamn gold ticket to go to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. I got a golden ticket. I got an iced TI up on my dick. That's exactly what you gonna need to be saying to your motherfucking doctor, because why the hell would you want to be one of 50 going up this lady's chocolate starfish?
That man pulls that penis out of you, a flame is going to come out, and nobody will ever stick a penis in your butthole again because it will be on fire.
Are you excited for today?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
How many times do you reckon you've wanked to us?
I mean, I haven't really done it much. I'm still...
Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
How many times do you reckon you've wanked to us?
I mean, I haven't really done it much. I'm still a virgin, so...
Oh, what? No way. You've wanked to us. Today.
What did she ask? How many times? What?
Oh, hell yeah. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
How many times do you reckon you've wanked to us?
How many times have you what? Hold on. Let me put on captions. How many times do you reckon?
I mean, I...
Oh, hell yeah. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
How many times do you reckon you've wanked to us?
How many times you reckon you wanked to us? Oh, okay. I think that's what she said.
I mean, I haven't really done it much. I'm still a virgin, so...
Oh, what? No way.
And this is how you losing your virginity, man. Kill yourself, bro. Delete yourself, my nigga. So don't have kids. Stay a virgin. Jesus Christ. Full blown faces.
So let me get this straight. You decided to lose your virginity by way of attending a 50-person anal gangbang of 2 professional harlots, unmasked. And to make matters worse, you informed your co-workers and your family members that you would be participating in these activities?
My entire job, they all know this. My family knows this shit, so...
Hell yeah. I'm making the mum and dad proud.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You filthy motherfucker! This man needs to be excoriated, eviscerated, eliminated expeditiously. What's the matter with you, Chris?
You're gonna have to die.
Here comes the United States champion, Chris Benoit.
He's not gonna do what I think, is he? Oh no, come on. 16-foot.
See, the thing is, after they made that documentary, right, and you saw her crying at the end, and then you saw her do the collaboration alongside Bonnie Blue, I went on the record and I said, I don't think she really got the heart in the game to really be this whore out here. Bonnie Blue, that's a different story. You can see in the eyes, it's already gone. There's no innocence that remains. Lily Phillips doing everything in her power to go and prove me wrong. And as far as I'm concerned, my hands in the air, I'm done, fam. Shorty's a full-on Hall of Fame whore, and that's where she's gonna be. And I can at least give a bit of appreciation out there to the whores of the world who go out there and own it. Listen, if this wasn't a situation to where somebody out there doing that legitimately because they want to do it, and furthermore, obviously they're getting paid for it, there's some motherfuckers who out here whoring for free, not getting a goddamn thing back, wishing that they possibly found a way to go and monetize it. I could give a little bit of credit to the harlot there, but still, it's a situation to where why is it that any time that your name comes across my motherfucking desk, you doing something absolutely wild? Do you have no form of concern for your health. There's no need for me to continue to plead.
Fuck health, bro. Yo, listen. I can just see it, bro. Like years down the line from now, if there's gonna be a philosophers are gonna ask this question: what caused the downfall of society? What caused the ruin of men in society? What caused the collapse of society? Feminism, woman empowerment. That is what caused the collapse of society.
For you to proceed with any form of caution.
This video and the whatever the fuck her name, Bonnie Blue. I apparently that bitch was this nigga saying that she was a man before. She had a sex change at the age of 13. Is that true? I don't know, but if that is all y'all niggas that fuck that nigga, y'all niggas tight. So I'm praying that it's true, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm praying that it's true that all 1,000 of them niggas find out that she really was a man, and they all just. I'm praying that it's true. But if they ask the downfall of society, Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips, they're gonna be the main reason.
Clearly, you throwing caution to the wind. 50
Right next to feminism.
random motherfuckers just pull up to go and stick it up your doggone ass and to make
But hey, feminism won. Feminists, y'all won. Shake my hand. Shake my hand. Good job. Y'all won.
matters worse. The friend or collaborator, if you will, alongside her, who's, I would assume, trying to become the third next to Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips for doing the most whorish things in 2025. Shorty got rammed so motherfucking hard, she had to get her butthole surgically repaired.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
Hey guys, come with me today to have reconstructive surgery on my back door. And you may be wondering, how did I get myself into this situation? You see, I thought it would be a fun idea to let 50 guys in my back door, along with my friend Lily Phillips, because, you know, we like to do things that are crazy. But with that being said, I did a number on that back door. Not only that, but I've been doing this for a really long time. So I've been doing it for almost 21 years, because I'm almost 37. So yeah, do the math. I've been doing it for a really, really long time.
Hold on, whoa.
Started at 26.
Whoa. You're almost
Yo.
37.
Hold
You've
on.
been doing this 21 years.
16?
You started doing adult content when you were 16?
Okay, I was hoping my math wasn't mathing, but unfortunately it was.
Oh, shit.
I recognize the age of consent is different in different locations. In the States, primarily it's 18. There's different states in which it's 16, but whatever the case just so happens to be. Shorty verbally said she's almost 37. Saying that she was in the industry for 21 years would signify you do the math from 36 back 21 years. That puts you at 15. You're a minor. Where were your parents? If they weren't around, where was your guardian? If you didn't have one, you're still a victim. And moreover,
I'm not calling her no fucking victim. That bitch made that choice and lived their best life. Good
you're
job,
damaged.
feminism.
And here you are, continuing to perpetuate the cycle. Because although you may not verbally encourage individuals to engage in this line of work, boasting and promoting the lifestyle that this life of work just so happens to, grace you and grant you, essentially by proxy is trying to galvanize the audience, those little girls, to possibly go in that direction. If we take a look at statistics just from within the United States, I don't know what it's like in the UK, but just within the United States, 10% of women between 18 and 24 have an OnlyFans account. 10%. 10%.
I ain't gonna lie, that's lower than I thought. I ain't gonna wholeheartedly. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it would have been at least in the 30s to 50s. I'm not. I swear on everything, cause damn near everything you see. So I'm just getting bad luck, bro. but 10% out of like millions and billions of people is still a fuck ton. But I thought it would have been like 50. Maybe there's still nah. That number's rising. I ain't no hope. Ain't no
10%.
hope.
10%.
I don't want to die.
World's coming to an end.
So I am about 36-ish hours post surgery, and we'll just say that my bum hole. I can't bend down because when I get up, it feels like everything's gonna tear down there. And I've been taking a laxative like the nurse instructed me to, and I still have not gone because I'm so afraid to push.
A few moments later.
So I wanted to check in. I am about 1 week post-op, and the only thing that has really changed is that there's not as much bleeding, but it is kind of sensitive down there, and it's like I want to itch it because it's at that stage where it can get kind of itchy from the incisions and the stitches. It's causing irritation, so it's making me want to scratch it, and I don't want to scratch it. So I'm trying not to walk around too much because I think that's rubbing against it, making it irritated, and I don't want to cause any of the it to like affect the healing, you know. So
Why do you think we need to know this shit, bro? Why? Yo, get the fuck off social media, bro. Why is everything on social media, bro? Not everything needs to be told to the world, please. Yo, oh my god, what the fuck? Get off social media. Put the phone down. Put the phone down, man. Put down the phone if you're president. Put it down. Put it down. I gotta stand in ovation. Honey, come in and do it yeah. Put it down if you're president. Like being president. Can I say, honey, put it down. I don't know what I'm singing. I'm singing my song. Oh, welcome back. You my floss. Nena, o ama sogo sam kuno yoro. Manema sogo tatsuro. Oh, she. Yeah, bro, that shit fucking insane, insane, insane. Let me go upstairs. Let me.
I'm getting a little emotional because it's like I'm just so done with this recovery. I know it's only been like a week, but
Pause, bitch. My fault.
there's like
My laptop died. But listen, for those who don't know that song, I got y'all. Look. Oh, excuse me.
All right, everyone, listen up. Phone. I hope you all listen carefully.
When you're on your phone, we all have to agree to change it somehow. Let's all make a pledge to end it right now.
If you're a prostitute today, Barbara just a prostitute. Yo, get off the phone, people. And that's the best part of the song.
Ovation for suicide in our nation, or I will rip my own guts out without one hesitation. Dedication, that's what it's taken to awaken people to care. And yet my future's so hazy, my girlfriend's making me crazy, but still I'm working so hard, you know, just trying to hold on. Cause I know that you'd all miss me so much if I was gone. And all the voices start solo, but every day I hear them grow, saying, Eric, don't do it, don't do it.
Alright, yeah, bro, yo, people, put down the fucking phone, bro. Get the fuck off social media, gang. Like, holy shit. What?
Like so much content I want to do, but I can't do it. I'm very limited to what I can do right now. And there's so many things that I want to get done and I can't do them. Like I physically can't do them. Like I wanted to do the nursing home stuff and I can't do it because I have to.
What do you mean by the nursing home stuff? Is she trying to go fuck people in nursing homes? Yo, people, get your people out the nursing homes, gangs. Get your people out the nursing homes. This bitch trying to go out there and fuck the elderly. Get them out.
Do
Save
something
them.
for guys, and I'm not going to just show up at a nursing home and just take videos and pretend like I did stuff. So I really just want to hurry up and get to April so I can get to these nursing homes and
Well, I can change that in a hurry.
This harlot getting emotional, not because she done had her asshole torn wide open, but because she can't get back to filming the cock carousel videos at nursing homes for motherfuckers who on their last legs and need blue diamonds in order to get an erection. What's wrong with these whores? What is wrong
No
with
fucks
these
given.
whores?
That's
And
what it
then
is.
this harlot got the audacity to make a post saying that she's fully healed and ready for action.
Hell no.
Ma'am, you couldn't take a shit for nearly a month without the help of a laxative. When Shorty finally released her bowels and defecated on top of the toilet, she probably had
unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
I would love to say let's bring back shame, but to be honest with you, there's really nothing that can be done at this
Nah,
point.
that's a lie, gang. That's a lie. Bring back Shane, bro. That is a fucking lie. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, hold on. My bad. All right. If we had like a well, where's it at? Let me. What is this? Watch One Piece. I can't get rid of that. What can I get rid of? This is my Days Gone shit. Close that. I mean, I could get rid of that. I'm not playing Days Gone right now, but fuck it. Look. If we had, if we actually, we don't even have to go. Game of Thrones. Game. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Shame. I'm just gonna type it, but I don't know the abbreviation for that shit. Game of Thrones. Shame. Walk. If we had this in a world, if we had this in a world, bro, where we're shaming people, doing this shit,
They're completely vulnerable.
cutting their hairs off,
Incredibly lavish outfits. The splendor of them, the way they glittered.
right here. If we had this,
Shame.
shame. Shame.
Shame.
If we had that, bro, I promise you the world would be better. I promise you. Bring back Shane, bro. Or if we had fucking maybe not the Peter Griffin Shane, shame.
Look, now that this is
Shame
settled,
on
maybe you and
you.
Supposed to be friends with someone who's in. Shame. 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 Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you.
you. If we had the shame shit, I promise you the society would be better. We definitely bring back shame. Bring it back ASAP. Expeditiously bring back shame. Fuck you talking about bring back shame.
She probably had
unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
I would love to say let's bring back shame, but to be honest with you, there's really nothing that can be done at this point. With the advent of social media and now situations to where these harlots being pushed into superstardom off the back of laying on their back, you really can't slow it down. You got dudes legitimately stepping out on their families, willfully to go and participate in these acts on camera. You see in the past, individuals will always have forms of infidelity, but it was never at this particular kind of level.
Alright, let's be real. You know what the main cause is in this shit? Yes, it's the bitches. It's definitely Lily Phillips' fault. But it's the fucking 50 niggas or the 1,000 niggas in Bonnie Blue's case that lined up to participate in this type of fucking activity. It's the niggas be better, bro. Yeah,
At least to my estimation, to where
the females lost self respect for themselves, and the niggas are just hella down bad that they'll fuck a hole in the ground, bro. Niggas will really fuck. I never liked the saying a nigga will fuck a tree. Cause that means a nigga will really fuck anything with a hole. But I say it now. A nigga will fuck a tree, bro. I believe it. A nigga will fuck a tree. Crazy.
somebody would willfully, in a post-sex interview, I guess, willfully say, man, listen, I stepped out on the missus, but she cool with it.
Are you single? No. Oh, fighting over him. Is she aware of your hair? Good. She said you hair. Yeah. I love that. She's a cool girlfriend or wife. Yeah. I love that. So you can start these kind of events often? Yeah. Amazing. Right, well, we've got another better one on our hands. He knows what he's doing.
And just like the statistic I named earlier, where I think I said 18 to 25, it's actually 18 to 24, where 10% of women just so happen to have an OnlyFans account between that range. Best believe it's not going to be filled with nothing but incels who just so happen to be subscribers. I can almost guarantee you the bulk share of the subscriptions come from individuals in relationships and marriages. I can guarantee you that.
I don't agree with. I don't think so. Cause if that nigga the nigga that was number 50 that was a virgin. If that nigga wasn't a virgin, he might not have done this. If he was I feel like if niggas was getting access to pussy, they wouldn't be here. But that nigga had a girlfriend. But who's to say they fucking though? And maybe he just lying and saying that he got a girlfriend. I really don't believe that. Maybe I just have too much hope in humanity. What am I saying?
So when you see this platoon of 50 dudes,
bro, nigga is happy as a bitch. This nigga dropped this
who's
shit,
ready
rushed
to
the fuck to pick that shit up and wave that shit again.
into the back door.
I
can almost
this nigga is giddy to be the last nigga. So is it like 25 bitches a piece, or is it like how do they do this exactly? Is it like 2 at a time? Who do you want? One of her. Okay, I want her. Turn around. Yeah, she got a fat ass. Let me get her. Who do you want? Yeah, I want her too. She got a fat ass. Like, how did they pick which hole is getting penetrated? Or did they just like switch? Alright, one dick into Lily, and then the other bitch switched. The Wisconsin takes another one, or maybe the Wisconsin bitch took the lion's share of it since her asshole exploded. Imagine if they were no.
Guaranteed there's a strong percentage amongst them who just so happen to be in a relationship. And I can promise you, of that group that happens to be in the relationship, maybe this might be the only dude who's honest about being in one, and let alone had the conversation with his significant other about attending this here event. Because it's really no different than being a swinger, only on a completely different degree. Because you go to a doggone cruise, you put that, what is it, the pineapple or the peach on the door to signify that you down for anything. You usually go into those situations maybe not knowing who the other individual just so happens to be, but I would assume there's some form of structure to where there's a checks and balances to make sure that the individuals that you're dealing with at least are clean, if you will. But I don't know how that culture is. Individuals who just so happen to indulge in swinging, maybe you can let us all get educated by you in the comment section. But in a situation to where 50 random dudes just pull up to go inside the back door, and based on what we saw from Lily Phillips prior, to where there really is no sort of background check or health check, and you're literally putting your health at risk. This is 110% disgusting.
This here is the aftermath. My makeup, Jesus Christ. Also, look at this. My hair sticking to my face. Oh my god. Oh, I know, we've actually got a face mask on. Guess what just happened to us?
But they ain't slowing down whatsoever. immediately promoting an event for next week.
Can you guess what means meant to be free? Is this your first time doing backdoor?
Oh no, I'm pretty experienced.
Oh wow. Gosh.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have experience with her.
Oh, so you come to these things quite often?
Oh yeah, that's the best party out. Yeah.
This is starting to get a bit out of hand, bro, because there's whores and then there's whatever the fuck these harlots just so happen to be on. It's not even about the motherfucking content no more. At this point, it's an ego stroke to see who can do the most outlandish shit. From Bonnie Blue sleeping with over 1,000 dudes in 12 hours, then to Lily Phillips taking 50 plus dudes with this other lady in the back door, going over to motherfucking nursing homes and sleeping with these elderly motherfuckers. It's only a matter of time before somebody make content about going to hospice and giving somebody their last nut before they mess around and pass away. I wouldn't be surprised if they mess around and start fucking skeletons in a damn cemetery. By December, somebody might mess around and hop on a goddamn space shuttle, go up to Mars and try to be the first person to fuck up there. It's getting absolutely ludicrous, bruh. It really is. And to all the motherfucking dudes who just so happen to continually participate and support this particular kind of content, y'all the real motherfucking problems, bro.
Facts.
Because despite the fact that you got 10% of the population, female population between 18 and 24 who just so happen to have OnlyFans account, you got like 80 motherfucking percent of the motherfucking subscribers just so happen to be y'all motherfuckers. Dudes, that is, bro. Y'all need to be dealt with. And for every other motherfucker who pulled up to this goddamn 50-dude gangbang situation, y'all need to be suplexed and choked out expeditiously, especially the motherfuckers who ain't have no damn mask on. Because the dude who was waving his shit as if he had a golden ticket, I may have put the spotlight on you, but I seen about 4 or 5 motherfuckers who had their face exposed as well. And every single one of y'all need to get a motherfucking choke slam from hell.
It's going up for a right
Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit
that. Fucking insane, bro. Fucking insane. Hold on. Let me see something. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's continue. Let's just make all this shit one video. Fuck it.
All right, so boom. I can't believe y'all about to have me talk about Bonnie Blue.
Again! You fucking idiots!
Evidently, last week, Bonnie Blue was officially banned from OnlyFans for her escapades of sleeping with what she considered barely legal. So I'm just very curious. What was the line that she crossed that led to her getting banned? And how is it that Lily Phillips still has her page up? Whatever the case may be, apparently Bonnie Blue's plan was this past weekend, she was going to have what she considered to be a petting zoo.
You've broken the record, so then what's next then?
I'm doing Bonnie Blue's petting zoo in June.
What's a petting zoo? Do I want to know?
Yeah, I mean, you can come and watch.
I'm good.
I'm going to be tied up in a glass box. The public can come and fuck me and use me in multiple ways. I want to be, it's like a zoo. I want people to be able to come and touch me, spit on me, pull my hair.
In a box?
So it's going to be in a
Perspex box.
In a house, and then within the house is going to be a glass box.
And how big's the box? Is this like you?
Like 8 foot.
Have you seen you on Netflix?
Yeah, very much like that.
Oh, it's you in Netflix.
I love you.
Okay, yeah. I need to watch it. Okay, so a big Perspex box.
Yeah, this box is going to be filled with random strangers fucking me.
Why the box? You could just do it in a room. It just adds another element to it.
Because there's going to be some people that just want to stand back and watch. I want it to be like a zoo. I want it to be different. It's like a piece of art.
Okay, and is it free for people to come in?
Yeah, of course it's free.
Let me hold my vomit for a second. Let me tell you something. Remember back months ago when I made my video regarding Bonnie Blue, and I said her and Lily Phillips seemed to be trying to top each other with different levels of shocking forms of coital activity, right? With a multitude of people. So it's a scenario in which they keep trying to outdo each other, but what is the point in which you go way over the line? Because again, if you take a look at Lily Phillips' situation, she had those 100 guys within the day But remember, there were scenarios in which her management or whoever it was that she was with was essentially telling dudes who was engaging in the cock carousel activity to simply call people up so they can make it to the 100 number with no forms of verification, right? In Bonnie Blue's case, she had the 1,000 in the 12 hours.
There's a lot of people, but like, I want you to have a good time. Like, I don't want it to seem like, I don't know, intimidating. Like, if you don't want a camera shoved in your face, like, just tell people, like, this is for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know, obviously I have to film it, it's how I earn my money, but I want you to have a good time. So, and if there's anything you want to try, like, I want it to be fun. Like, 'cause everyone I meet as well was always so nice. Like, I don't want it to be a, do you know what I mean? I just want you to have a good time, basically. But yeah, you're welcome. Spit on me, slap me, make me yours today, because that's who I am.
So now if you create a scenario in which you're doing this petting zoo from the confines of an Airbnb, which if I'm not mistaken, Airbnb had came out and said that they would axe any kind of activity that is of this nature on any kind of activity that is of this nature on their platform if it was brought to their attention. So I guess they use different sort of buffers to go and book these.
I'm sorry, I'm not really saying much, but I don't know if y'all can see the look. I don't even know what type of look I had on my face right now, but if y'all can see the look on my face, it's just pure disgust and like embarrassment to be a human, bro. Like if aliens really do exist, I don't believe that we're the only life form out there. Whatever you want to call them, other life form, extraterrestrials, aliens, people that we had, the unknown, what if they really, I don't blame them for not wanting to fuck with Earthlings, bro. Nah, this is diabolical.
Rooms, but whatever the case may be, you have this glass box and it's going to be open to the public. So you think it's not a scenario in which
So once I highly doubt there's protection being used. I would pray to niggas that are smart using protection. But you know there's that one nasty ass nigga, maybe a Gucci third leg ass nigga, and now she got she got HIV, STDs, AIDS, whatever the fuck that is. I'm surprised she hasn't made an announcement. Hey guys, I'm HIV positive yet. I'm really shocked after them 1,000 people. She hasn't made that announcement yet. The fact that they were calling niggas to fill in the 100 spot, I'm really fucking surprised that the bitch hasn't had any STDs or nothing like that. Truly fucking surprised. And also, it's just hold on, man. I gotta check something. I gotta check something. There's no way, right? There's no way we could find this shit on there. Like, what's the bitch name? Bonnie Blue? Bonnie Blue 1,000 man. No way. Hold on. This is YouTube. This is YouTube. This is YouTube. I was about to tweak out. I was about to tweak out, bro.
which
Nah,
they're going
hold
to
on. Hold on.
advertise the location to where she's gonna be at?
Yo, I be forgetting like I be forgetting shit. I was really about to.
And then anybody can go and
Holy
participate?
shit,
Hi. You okay? Who's going first then?
Me.
You're going first.
my nigga is hype. Me. Nah, bro, this shit.
Mind you, that video was before she did the 1,000-man gangbang, if you will. Apparently, I didn't even know this. She did a 100-man gangbang live stream.
I am going to go live stream 100-man next week.
At once?
At once.
How can you have 100 people in a room and they're be able to touch you?
Some of them will be behind that person.
This is somebody's daughter or man. Or
like
yo,
that'll
you
be
know
turning
what?
them on.
Since we're doing this shit, I'm gonna show you that video where they're saying that she could be a man.
Ready, because they know they're about to enter me, and that's obviously going to turn anybody on.
How would that even excite you? Unless, of course, you happen to find yourself being some form of cuck, if you will. But then again, there's a different situation because you're getting into the game. If I'm not mistaken.
How can you have 100 people in a room and they're be able to touch you?
Some of them will be behind that person, like that'll be turning them on, ready, because they know they're about to enter me, and that's obviously going to turn anybody on.
How would that even excite you? Unless, of course, you happen to find yourself being some form of cuck, if you will. But then again, there's a different situation because you're getting into the game. If I'm not mistaken, being a cuck is somebody who's sitting on the sidelines, right? So you're in that hotel chair as somebody else is on the field with your lady. But in this case, you're somewhat of a tag team partner awaiting the tag to now get into the action, whatever the case just so happens to be. Before we even move forward, these gooners, if you will, these active participants need to be called out because best believe there are repeat offenders amongst the individuals who happen to participate in her sexual escapade.
Oh, 100%.
But there will
100%, no
always be
doubt.
somebody who is new on the scene, and every single one of you are no different than her. Of course, she gets all the notoriety, whatever the case is. You've seen in past videos, countless different dudes happen to have their faces covered. I can almost guarantee, like I said in the past, I'll say it again, not all of these dudes are single. So you're putting not only yourself at risk, being a part of a Peachtree dish, of a gang of different penises penetrating this woman's, and I'll use a terminology from my good friend MTR, her viscous innards, if you will. You're putting your family at risk as well. I can promise you, a grandiose amount of those individuals just so happen to have girlfriends, happen to have significant others, wives, if you will, fiancés, or individuals who they happen to go and frequent, and you're putting every single one of them at risk. You motherfucker!
You filthy motherfucker!
OnlyFans actually banned her. I don't know if there's another being on the platform that has ever been banned. Because you gotta remember, the sheer amount of activity that these harlots have done on OnlyFans over the course of the past, 5-some years since it rose to prominence, has been absolutely
nasty.
They've done crazy shit. But it was this that led to Bonnie Blue getting banned.
Yes! Yes!
That's a good thing, bro. That lets them know that there is a line, how very thin and how very far it is, because she fucked 1,000 men already. The 100-man gangbanging shit, all that was cool. They let all that shit go. But the petting zoo is when they draw the fucking line. That is a very far fucking line you could push that bitch to. This is somebody's daughter, bro. These are daughters. I would really want to know if they had a loving two-family household. If they did, them the parents need to get decapitated. I'm sorry, you failed you failed your job as a parent. You failed your fucking job as a good human being, and you just failed in fucking life, bro. On everything. And your daughter is a representation of that fucking. This is your daughter. Yo, this shit pisses me the fuck off. Oh my god, bro. You know, hold on. Hold on. Was Bonnie Blue raised by both parents? 1994, sooner. Okay. Bonnie Blue's real name is Ty Billinger, was raised in a family environment where both mother and stepfather were present. She never knew biological father, but considered her stepfather the parental guide. Her mother, Sarah, has been openly supportive of her daughter's career choice, expressing pride in her success and stating if Bonnie is Bonnie's actual father, who's a part of her upbringing, has been mentioned in some kind, although details of his involvement are not extensively publicized. Therefore, it appears Bonnie Blue was raised by both her mother and her father's presence being less Her mother is proud of this shit, bro. Like like I said, as a parent, I didn't even know this bitch. But if your mother is proud of what the fuck your daughter is doing, the mother was a hoe to begin with. Then she just birthed the hoe. She just birthed the hoe, bro. She said she proud. You're proud of this. No words. No words.
Now, although this is a victory for common decency, I have a couple of questions for the platform of OnlyFans. Because is this the line? Because according to numerous different media outlets, the reason why she got banned was this petting zoo escapade.
I didn't watch this video, y'all. It's just like
it would have been a violation of the acceptable use policy in the terms of service. So wait a minute. She could sleep with 1,000 dudes in a day. That's no issue. All of a sudden, you have a petting zoo escapade, and that's what crosses the line?
Sorry, Daddy, but I finally got caught up taking all of those barely legals.
The implication of having barely legal teens engage in coital affairs with this harlot was fine, but essentially having this petting zoo was not. Furthermore, the video was never actually posted. I'm not caping for Bonnie Blue, let alone defending her. I'm just very curious as for OnlyFans, what do you consider the line? Because remember back in, I believe it was March, they had another harlot who had said she's going to embark on a journey to sleep with a man in every country. So much so to where she's going to travel to some of the most dangerous locations in the world. Now, I don't know the legitimacy of these claims, but if it's a matter of somebody simply saying they're going to do something on the platform, in the case of Bonnie Blue, and ultimately, given her track record, she says she's going to do something, she messes around and do it. I don't know about this other particular harlot, but if that's enough based off of word of mouth to go and get banned, shouldn't the same thing be applied to the other harlots who happen to say they're going to do incredibly grotesque things? I'm just very curious. Because if we're going to call a spade, don't we got to keep it 100 across the board? OnlyFans, that's for you.
I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
Now, ironically enough, Bonnie Blue gets banned, and you would assume the band of harlots, prostitutes, courtesans, wanton wenches, if you will, would essentially be devastated that a coworker, colleague, adversary maybe, has been kicked off of the platform. But oh no! Sophie Rain and Lisa Ann, two different sides of the spectrum. You've got the up-and-coming harlot and evidently a retired veteran, if you will, harlot, both turning into Shawn Michaels in 2002, dancing on Bonnie Blue's grave. Sophie Rain took to Twitter and flexed that she was able to generate
76 mil without banging 1,000. Bitch, you're no better, gang. You're no better. Just cause you ain't bang a doubt. Why does she think she's better just cause she ain't a fuck? Whether you fucking 10 dudes a day for bread versus 1 dude a day for bread, it's not no better. Yes, there's levels to this shit, but bitch, you still a part of that level, my nigga. You level 1, she's level whatever. You still a hoe, bitch. Like, what are you?
$76 million in her.
And that's crazy. 76 million. Yo, it's the fellas, bro. It's the fellas, bro. It is the fucking niggas, bro. Why? Somebody explain to me, why are y'all subscribing to these bitches OnlyFans, indulging in this shit? I get it. There's always going to be porn. Fine. But don't fucking encourage it and then monetize it to this fucking extent, bro. Do not do that shit. Go watch porn for free. Go watch that shit for free, gang. I just looked up the shit and it was the Pornhub link, bro. Go watch that shit for free, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on with y'all? Why y'all supporting shit like this? Why are niggas so down bad? Why are niggas so thirsty now? Yo, this shit gotta be studied. This shit got to be studied and explained. I want to speak to a person that subscribes to OnlyFans and have a conversation with them. Like, make me understand why and is the benefit of you giving money to these bitches to watch them fuck when you can watch them fuck for free. Explain that to me. Please make it sense to me. It's like niggas that choose to watch anime on Crunchyroll because they support the production anime versus watching it on like yo. Y'all see where I'm watching this shit on? Fucking AnyWatch, bro. I don't pay to watch anime. I love that shit. I love like I'm fucking rewatching One Piece I started rewatching this shit from episode 1, my niggas. Like you know that's some type of love. From episode fucking 1, started rewatching this shit. Like, so come on. So why the fuck is niggas paying to support degeneracy like this, bro? So somebody please make it make sense to me. Somebody please explain to me why the fuck do niggas pay for OnlyFans and make it make sense to me in some way, shape, or form. Please. Holy
her
fuck.
10-year own OnlyFans without having to sleep with 1,000 men. And let me just say this right now, because apparently Sophie Rain's not even 21 yet. Who are the
She kind of bad. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, yeah, hold on. What's her name? Hold on. So Sophie Raines, is that it? I ain't gonna lie, she kind of bad, chat. She kind of bad, bro. She kind of bad, bro. She looking kind of thick too. Nah, she ain't got no ass. She got hips. She got hips though. She got stupid hips. But she don't look like she got ass. Like you can tell she don't. But she got hips. I will say that. Shorty, hold on. Hold on. Chat. This is for strictly educational purposes, bro. We gotta find out. Like this is still some hoish. I gotta log in. I do too much. She kind of bad. I ain't gonna. I could. Yo, she bad though. She okay. I'm not. She good looking. She good looking. I would rather fuck her than Bonnie Blue any time of any day of the week. Bonnie don't even look good. Like Bonnie don't even look good, mud. But regardless of the cases, this is somebody's daughter, bro. This is somebody's daughter, bro. Nah, I'll be ashamed as a father. I would have failed as a father.
This right now, because apparently Sophie Raines not even 21 yet. Who are the people who have subscribed to her OnlyFans to where she's able to generate 76 million? Similar to when I made my video about the 43 million that she claimed she made a couple of months back. You mean to tell me she made $30 million in less than half of a year? What is wrong with y'all? Let's just say this is legitimate. You know it's not just a collective of people subscribing that ends up leading to this massive amount of a payout. Gross, of course, but still, net she made more than most people will ever see in their life, if not 99.9% of individuals. This is really a very small percent of individuals who will ever touch anywhere near 40 million collectively throughout their entire life, let alone their entire family combined. But that's neither here nor there. What is wrong with y'all, fam? Because you know it's somebody who's incredibly well off that is throwing all kinds of money at this harlot. But she went on to continue to double down and say that her and her fellow bops, if you will, in this bop house that was created so that all of these harlots can create OnlyFans content together. They didn't need men in order to go and generate this money. Let me tell you something right now. 79% of monthly users on OnlyFans are men. So how are you going to sit over here saying she needs men, they only need each other? You're not making the amount of money without these male gooners on your platform. And that's not to make some sort of gendered kind of argument here. But it's crazy for her to try to set it up as if it's a us versus them situation. This is a Call of Duty Modern Warfare battle going between both these harlots, to where in which it seems as if Sophie Raines is trying to present herself as if she's better and above what Bonnie Blue is doing. Y'all are all prostitutes. What are we doing here?
A, she was a hooah. B, she was a hooah.
Sophie Raines took to Twitter the following day and didn't necessarily retract or recant what it was that she had to say, but she did indeed say that she had nothing to do with Bonnie Blue getting banned, because for those of you who don't know, I believe Sophie Raines is probably the #1 creator on OnlyFans, maybe top 3, whatever the case is, 73 million, I would assume she's at the top. I'm sure there's a gooner amongst the viewers here who happens to be a subscriber, unfortunately, but that's neither here nor there. Lisa Ann did not share the same level of sympathy, if you will, hoping that Bonnie Blue would turn a different page, because she was celebrating that she happened to get removed off of the platform, and celebrated and championed OnlyFans for finally taking a stand. And back in March, you had Lisa Ann on Twitter go out there and say, well, this is a slap in the face of the industry because Bonnie Blue is essentially grooming young men amongst turning 18. But wait a minute, if you share this kind of displeasurement with the actions of Bonnie Blue, shouldn't you share that same level of displeasurement towards the industry? Or is this just different because it's an individual person who's doing it on their own accord versus being an entirety of a studio that just so happens to do?
I'd like those answers now.
And again, this isn't caping for Bonnie Blue, but let's call a spade a spade. If you can call out Bonnie Blue for essentially grooming underage men waiting until they turn 18, essentially a countdown until they're now legal to where they can engage in coital affairs with her, because all you got to do is just pull up, and if you happen to be in the UK or wherever it is that Bonnie Blue just so happens to be located, you can finally go and get inside of those incredibly used cheeks. Can't we say the same thing across the board when it comes to adult content? Because look at the girls at the Bop House, the massive amount of cash that they were able to flash. Because in the case of Bonnie Blue, she was making a massive $800,000 per month on OnlyFans. But somebody like Sophie Rain was bringing in what, 4, 5 some million per month? You had all of those other girls. I think it was, I don't forget who the head girl at the Bop House, her name was, but I remember she was in the Mr. Beast video. She had on her podcast where she sits very, very odd. It's like Elle in the Death Note. Her legs are like up here, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Each of them are bringing in north of $500,000 per month.
All right, how much did you make last month? 6 million. All right, next person. That was underwhelming. Aisha, how much did you make last month?
Like around 2 million.
Do you feel poor yet?
Because I do.
How much did you make last month?
1 million.
All right, next person. Okay, how much did you make last month?
I just made 100K last month.
Yes! Okay. Jujubeen, how much did you make last month? $600? Remember when we used
Because
to
of you!
I wouldn't be here without you.
You don't think there's underage girls who essentially sit there and say, why go to college? Why go and get a job? Why go get an internship when I can go and immediately start selling my body on OnlyFans? Whether you're engaging in coital affairs or not, they're all the same thing. So now there's different levels of sex work that we're having here. So let me get this straight. So you mean to tell me that you're supposed to sit here and say, well, sex work is work, right? This is what they're championing. This is the liberation that apparently people are supposed to sit here and get behind and support, right? But all of a sudden, when somebody turns into like a Bonnie Blue because you opened the door for that level of debauchery, now that's what's considered wrong. So what is considered right in the eyes of these individuals? That's what I would like to know, because
That's a great question. Like I said, there's levels to this shit, but at the end of the day, they are all sex workers. Sex work is should have always been shamed and whatever. But since the beginning of OnlyFans, the niggas paying for that shit, bro. It's the niggas. I can't blame the bitches, bro. I mean, yes, I could blame them, but I can't blame them, bro. I feel like if I had to put it on a scale, the blame would either be 50-50, 50 niggas, 50% on niggas, 50% on the OnlyFans bitches, or maybe 60-40, 60% on the OnlyFans bitches or 40 on the niggas. But that's me like trying to be fair, but really truthfully, if to my core, bro, I feel like if I really had to make it, it's like 20% the bitches' fault and 80% the niggas' fault, bro. Cause if the bitches aren't seeing that they gonna get paid for this shit, and on top of that, they getting shamed for doing shit like that. But nah, I ain't gonna fuck with you because you a hoe. I don't want that. Da, 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 da. You got this shit showing. I don't want none of that shit. You just showed you materialistic. Nah, I'm good. If you got niggas doing that shit on top of niggas not supporting the OnlyFans shit, bro, I promise you, no bitch will be on OnlyFans. It's the niggas, bro. It's the fucking niggas. It started with the making bitches on Instagram models. It started with the Instagram models. Then they leveled up to the fucking OnlyFans, and now they just perfect. And now we're at the age where just fuck it, it's normal. Everybody throw their hands in the air and be like, "Oh well, we can't do shit about it." While they sitting there contributing to the shit, crazy.
I'm concerned, any entertainment in that realm is wrong. So once you start to accept small pieces, you think you're not going to have a situation where something like a Bonnie Blue happens? Makes no sense to me.
We say it take a village to raise a child, but what if the village is retarded?
All in all, is this going to stop?
Yo, That's true, bro. Look at Bonnie Blue. Her mom was retarded, and look at the daughter. Damn, I never seen that quote, never seen that view, never seen that shit before. What if, you know how we say it takes a village to raise a child? Well, what if the village is retarded? I'm gonna start saying that shit. Oh my god,
Bonnie
that's
Blue?
tough.
Absolutely not, because she's gone to another platform to pretty much continue the same debauchery. The only thing that's probably going to change is how she markets and words what it is that she's doing. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, she's just began to advertise doing a podcast with Andrew Tate that will ultimately reach millions upon millions of people, and I can almost guarantee tens of thousands of those millions who tune in will probably become her audience, who will go and become paying patrons, which will thus continue to line her podcast.
You know what? I seen that interview. I mean, yeah, with Andrew Tate and Bonnie Blue. I seen like that shit. I seen like no, not the full thing. I think it was like a 2 hour long interview. I want to react to that shit. So matter of fact, that I'm gonna do that as the next video after this one. It's gonna be I'm probably gonna have to break it down into 2 parts, like a part 1 and part 2. But yeah, I'm gonna react to that shit.
And moreover, continue her willingness to do all of these crazy stunts. And best believe it doesn't stop at Bonnie Blue. There's going to be another girl who's going to want to match the same thing that Bonnie Blue's doing, and they're going to continue to try to go and top themselves. This will almost never stop until we put a hard stop across the board on these platforms for this kind of content. There's no scenario in which it stops because, of course, if we go back to the statistics, 79% of OnlyFans consumers happens to be men. What does that mean? The bulk share of adult content is being consumed by who? Those gooning men. So at the end of the day, despite how we can sit here and roast and lambast and chastise these harlots for doing harlot activities, they're not doing these harlot activities without the participation of the gooners who put money in their pockets and viewership on across all of their social medias or whatever sort of spicy sites, if you will, that they happen to operate on. If y'all would stop, go outside and touch grass.
Nah, nigga. The bitch made 76 million. Ain't touching grass ain't gonna solve this shit. Grass gotta touch them, but I don't think grass is willing to do that. I don't think grass is willing to do that, gang. I don't think so.
Interact with somebody else outside of your Johnson. Perhaps we don't find ourselves in this situation, but because you live behind a computer screen, you go and earn money to go and throw at these harlots. This will continue for years to come. And lastly, I'm going to say this much, especially in the realm of grooming, right? Because this is what really bothers me. Over the years, we've had a number of different situations in which there were celebrities or people in, infamous, if you will, not quite famous, but infamous, somewhat online, where you had the countdown for Kylie Jenner turning 18, the countdown of Billie Eilish turning 18, countdown to Bad Baby turning 18, so much so where she turned that into, what was it, $62 million that she was able to generate on, I believe it was OnlyFans, amongst turning 18 years old.
It was OnlyFans, and that shit is crazy.
Something is wrong with y'all gooners. It doesn't matter how much I roast these harlots, it will always come back to the consumer because it's a supply and demand kind of product.
At the very simplest of simple basis of it, it's really that simple. Like I said, that's why I give it 80-20, bro. Like my true honesty is 80 to the niggas, 20 to the bitches, bro. Like it's never gonna stop if the niggas don't stop. And why are niggas so weak-willed? Why are niggas so weak-minded? Because they're not going out and really interacting with real bitches. I mean, real females. They're not talking to people. They're not. There's no more face-to-face interaction. Everything is behind the screen. Everything's digital. That shit.
And as long as there continues to be demand, the supply will constantly remain in rotation. Y'all are the very individuals who are creating this cycle. And best believe, like I said prior, it doesn't stop at Bonnie Blue. I can almost guarantee within the next 12 months, there's gonna be another Harley who's going to do crazy, grotesque activities in order to galvanize the populace of the Gooners to go and mass consume her content, because y'all continue to go down the rabbit hole of this absolute debauchery. And every single one of y'all need to be dealt with. So we got to call in, not the executioner. We not even gonna call in the Undertaker. We gonna need to call somebody who gonna beat y'all asses until maybe you could see straight. Steve!
They're Stone Cold! Or is he not?
Great video, bro. That was a great video. Amazing video. Clap that shit up. Hold on, y'all. Last one. I think this shit been over damn near an hour right now. Yeah, about. Let me show you this shit where I seen where it's like Bonnie Blue is a fucking man or some shit like that. Let me see. I gotta watch it. I didn't even watch this video because I wanted to watch the full reaction. I want to finish it. Where is it at? Right here. It was this nigga shit.
Is Bonnie Blue actually a man?
Brother,
It's not Bonnie Blue. It's more like Ronnie, dude. That was horrible. That was terrible. I got a banger from chat
I
files.
hate
Let's
when
get
people
straight
don't
into it.
have like
Speculation
the original links, bro.
that Bonnie Blue was actually a man, someone called Carl Butler, and born in 1985.
So is Bonnie Blue even Bonnie Blue?
It's kind of given in English. She was spoken about her.
Born in 1985, transitioned at 13, and built an entire empire off a secret identity. And suddenly, everyone's questioning if the Queen of Degeneracy is actually a king in disguise. So here's the tea. Bonnie Blue's been out here terrorizing the internet like it's her whole personal sandbox. We're talking 1,000 men in a day, faking pregnancies like it's a party trick.
The Glizzy Gladiator.
Getting fake arrested for TikToks and handcuffing herself to rappers like she's doing a hostage challenge for clout. This woman's PR strategy is literally just what will make grandma cry the fastest. But now she's trending for something even wilder. And no, I'm not making this up. The internet's convinced she's not even Bonnie Blue. They're saying she's Kyle Butler, born in 1985, who allegedly transitioned at 13 and then rebranded herself into the adult industry's 1985, who allegedly transitioned at 13 and then rebranded.
Y'all think there's an Adam's apple in that bitch? Do it look like it?
Herself
It's
into the adult
ass,
industry's
no,
final boss of Unhinged.
I mean, with how much Botox and stuff you can get nowadays. Oh my god.
Scandalous icon. She's a gender-bent reboot with DLC unlocked.
Oh my god, no.
Alright, so the reason why it might be a shake, because they say she did it at 13. This nigga don't look 13. At least not the fuck to me. This nigga do not look 13 at all, bro. Full fucking chiseled jawline, full set of hair, grown ass Adam's apple. If this nigga 13, he hit puberty at the age of 6. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this nigga came out the womb going through puberty, damn near. Cause nah, ain't no way that nigga 13. But they do kinda look alike. So, alright, I'm gonna end that shit there. But if y'all want to see that video, go check that out. I'm not gonna have that in the original video link because I'm already gonna have two. So yeah, bro, this shit. That's why I hope she's a man. I'm really hoping that she's a man. For them 1,000 niggas that fucked her, good nigga, you fucked the dude, you bitch ass nigga. Y'all all gay now. Good job. Alright, that's bring back Shane. Bring back. I know homie said it might be too late for that, but nah, bring it back. Let's bring it back and then we could decide if it's too late. Alright, y'all, I'll catch y'all guys later. Peace. Oh, and if y'all subscribing to OnlyFans, man, chill. Stop it. Get some help. Let grass touch you. Alright. Deuce.